All right, let's dive right in. If you think your LinkedIn profile is all set for 2026, you might want to think again. The whole platform has changed, and your old profile, well, it might be making you completely invisible to the new gatekeepers on the block, AI recruiters. So let me ask you this, point blank, is your LinkedIn profile invisible to AI? Because you have to understand, in 2026, recruiters aren't just typing in keywords anymore. No, they're being handed a ranked list of the best candidates by an AI. And if you're not on that list, you pretty much don't exist. So what's behind all this? It's something called AI-assisted search. And the biggest change here is that it's moved way beyond just keywords. The AI is now looking for signals, things that prove you're real, that your skills are legit, and that you're actually paying attention. You know, the rules of the game have totally changed. Okay, so to make sure you're actually being seen, we're going to walk through the mandatory 2026 checklist. We're going to cover verifying your identity, validating your skills, signaling your interest, recording your intro, and finally, engaging the algorithm. Let's get you visible. First step number one, verify your identity. Honestly, you should think of this as the new blue check, but for professionals. We live in an age of AI-generated fake candidates, so proving you're a real, live human is the absolute first hurdle you've got to clear. So, what do you have to do? The action here is so simple. And the best part? It's free. Just go into your profile settings and complete the identity verification. Seriously, it's one small click for you, but it's a giant leap for your visibility on the platform. And why is this such a big deal? Well, doing this one thing automatically places you in a special verified applicant spotlight filter that recruiters are using all the time now. It pushes you higher up in their search results, and this is key, it tells the AI you are a trusted candidate, not just some ghost profile. Okay, let's move on to step 2. Validate your skills. You know, the old days of just listing a bunch of skills or keyword stuffing your profile, yeah, those are completely over. Now, you have to actually prove you can do what you say you can do. So here's the action you need to take. If you use professional tools for your work, say platforms like Lovable, Replit, or GitHub for Coding or AI, look for the Connect to LinkedIn option. This forges a direct link and it sends this super powerful signal to the AI that your skills are the real deal. And here's the payoff. You're sending a verified proficiency signal for all your technical skills. This lets recruiters filter for verified skills only. It's a game changer because it lets you just leapfrog over all the other candidates who are just listing skills they don't actually have. You're showing, not just telling. Next up, let's talk about a really powerful new feature in step 3, signal your interest. This is how you can proactively, and more importantly, privately, let your dream companies know that you're a potential candidate, just kind of waiting in the wings. The action couldn't be easier. Just go to the company pages of your top target employers and look for the I'm interested button. It's really that simple. And don't worry, this is a totally silent signal. Your current boss will never, ever see it. The payoff for this is absolutely huge. Clicking that button instantly drops you into a special interested candidate folder inside that company's recruiter dashboard. Their system will then automatically ping them the second your profile matches a new job, sometimes even before that job is posted publicly. You're essentially putting yourself right into their talent pipeline. All right, let's move on to step 4, and this one is a big one. Record your intro. To put it simply, the cover letter is dead. Long live the video intro. This is very quickly becoming a non-negotiable part of the screening process. The action here is super straightforward. Just grab your phone, open up the LinkedIn app, and record a 30-second profile video. Look, this isn't a feature film. It's just a short, powerful clip that focuses on the value you can bring to a company. And hey, if you're wondering if it's worth the effort, just look at this number. Profiles with a video intro are 14 times, that's 14 times more likely to be viewed by a recruiter. That is a massive advantage you just can't afford to ignore. So what on earth should you say? The key is to focus on your unique value proposition. Don't just rattle off your past jobs. Instead, answer the question, what problems do you solve? This lets a recruiter meet you and get your value instantly, which makes it so much easier for them to move you to the next step. And finally, we've arrived at step 5, which is, arguably the biggest shift of all, engage the algorithm. The game has totally changed from passively collecting connections to actively starting conversations. Yeah, this slide just shows the change perfectly.
The old algorithm, it cared about how many connections you had. The 2026 algorithm cares about dwell time, literally how long people hang out on your profile, and meaningful engagement, which LinkedIn actually defines as comments that are over 12 words long. It wants to see you as an active and informed candidate. So, what's the action plan? It's a simple 3-step recipe. First, find posts by leaders in the industry you want to be in. Second, and I can't stress this enough, do not just like the post. And third, leave a thoughtful comment, just 2 or 3 sentences. This signals to the AI that you're an expert. And get this, it even notifies recruiters at that person's company. So, look, if there's one crucial thing you take away from all of this, it's this. Your LinkedIn profile is no longer some static resume just collecting digital dust. To win in 2026, you have to start treating it like a dynamic engine for engagement, one that's constantly signaling your value to the AI. Look, if you follow this checklist, you won't just be visible. You're going to be prioritized. You'll be right there at the top of the list, which really only leaves one final question. Once your profile is all updated, what are you going to do with all that attention?